Starting a wee bit early today. I have decided because I am ready to get down to business today. Okay. I've been doing more research on what I can actually do. And what I've realized is that what I need to do in order to essentially find this edge is I need to find the direction, the face furthest in the direction the camera is looking. So it's looking in this direction, meaning that would be this face. I need to find the face closest to the player. Combine those two factors in order to find the edge of the wall, and that'll find me the exact location. So that is what I am currently going to be trying to implement. Those three factors together will essentially give me this edge, and since I also have the face closest to the player, the location of the face closest to the player, I can find the position I need to position the camera in order to lean around corners. Altogether, it should be pretty simple, and we will see how it goes. However, I do also think that this is going to be much longer, so I'm considering splitting it up into another script in order to essentially, for better organization, I can have the player control instead of looking and instead of only referencing the movement script. I can have it reference the lean script. Essentially, and so whenever I have something to do to edit the leaning of the player, I can simply go to one script, and if I have something to do specifically with the movement, I can simply go to this script. And I do think that's how it would be best. Simply for organizational purposes. So yeah, let's get started. So because of that, I will need to essentially, this lean function I will cut. This check lean function I will cut. I think that this lean is what the other ones are going to use, so I will simply use it to for the other ones. I'm doing things a little differently because I don't like how I do things. Because I don't like things being consistent or easy to read. Nah, I need things to be completely idiotic, which is my brand. I do know that I also had use crouching. Okay, I don't. So a lean function, which should I connect that to specifically to the camera? No. Okay, I'm just gonna add 3D. This is going to be my lean code. Right there. There we go. And you are going to be created, and you are going to be placed not in scenes, in scripts. Perfect. It is going to be called leaning. Okay, so first of all, or var leaning node 3D. This is connected to the player. Assign it leaning. Beautiful. I am not sure what. And essentially, I think that the best way to do it so the player doesn't have to essentially do this, I will have to disable camera to position for this section because I don't see the full point of moving both the player and the camera when essentially all I need to do is move the camera to a single position. So the player can stay in the middle of the hall, and I will simply just create a small hitbox around the camera that is temporary, that can peek around corners. The small hitbox's point is so it can be detected by the enemy. However, I don't need to worry about that right now because that is it's essentially not it's not what I'm working on right now, and just staying focused and not going on random tangents is important. Leaning, so yes, I have the load. I have the ability to access all functions in here. Leaning needs the process. It doesn't need this since it'll always be loaded. Var is leaning. It's equal to false. Var stage is equal to stage 1. And now the functions. I need the function of furthest face. I need the function of first closest face. I need and to find the edge. And func lean check. This also needs var player access to. I need access to the player specifically, meaning I need this. And I need access to the camera, meaning I need this. Player, camera, beautiful. Okay, so to find the furthest face, first I need to find the direction that the camera is facing. So far, the camera direction is var just var camera direction is negative camera dot global transform basis.z. I think that's correct, because if I take the rotation, this perspective, yeah, it should be right. Okay. Where I only am going to need to use this once. So the furthest face is that. Camera direction dot y is equal to 0. Camera direction is the camera direction dot normalized. So this right here is finds the direction the camera is facing. And on lean check, what I need is a raycast from the player to the right and to the right or to the left. I'm just going to focus on the right for now for testing purposes. So var ray origin, var ray end is the player dot global position equals the ray origin plus the oh, I do need this. You know when I said that I didn't need ready? You know when I said that? I do need it. Okay, so wait, no, because this will change every time, so I don't. Meaning I should have it exist, but be edited. Be able to be edited and edit it here. Because it needs it plus the direction the camera is actually looking in. And again, finds the direction the camera is facing. Pass for now. AMRA direction. Yes, I want the AMRA. Direction, and for about 10. Let's do 10 for now. That should be fine. I'm not sure how much each unit changes it, but it should be fine for now. Okay. Then we query equaling a physics array query parameters 3D dot create from the array origin to the array end. And the result is get world 3D. That is what I used over here, correct? Check mouse. Yeah, there we go. And just like this, if result exists, you return it. If not, return null. If result return result, return null. Okay. Func box dissect. How do I spell dissect? I'm an idiot. Boss dissect. There we go. This will do is that I need. Okay, so I need variables which will contain faces. This will essentially contain the faces of the box, and it will need to be an array. I'm so good with words. Yeah. So this return result, var box equals nothing. If result was returned, then before we return it, box equals result dot collider. Was that right? Yeah, return, and I should return return dot result dot collider. Yeah. I did it. Okay, so what box dissect does is that the var how do I do this? Okay, so var half. No, not yet. Not yet. I did this already, didn't I? Hash shape. No, but this doesn't. Yeah, okay, so what I first have to do, I think, in the box dissection is... And just so you guys know, I am looking up things like functions and formulas on my second monitor because obviously I am. I'm just trying to figure out which ones to use and where and how people usually do things like this. So for the dissection, I need collision static. Okay. Box. No. Var. Var. No, not shapes. What I'm trying to specifically get is the object is box dot get node named currently just collision shape 3D as collision shape 3D var shape I'm good at spelling equals object dot shape as box shape 3D and half is equal to shape dot size divided by 2. This is awesome. Okay, so to get the horizontal direction, so left, right, forward, back, I need the right side, that side, and equal to the object grabbed. Transform. Normalized. So I take it, then I normalize it, and then I do the same thing but with Z, and we need to equal it, and make it negative. Now finally, our faces are right, right to get left, forward, and this isn't actually grabbing the faces. By the way, what it's actually doing is that it's simply giving the direction that each face is closest to, in a sense. Perfect. So that dissects the box, and now I can Keep it going. Okay. I'm gonna start with the closest face. That seems like the easiest one. So the closest to the player is player player location is player dot oh, global position normalized, since I've normalized the rest of it. For I don't actually have the faces themselves, right? Right, I just have because this is just the direction the faces are facing. Faces, directions, there we go. I actually don't know why I have this right now. Mine. Okay, so to find the closest face, I need each of the faces' positions. What about with this? How did I do that again? How do I comment? I forgot. Right, it's Control K. Bugs. Commands. Control. Plus K equals comment out section of the code. There we go. Wait a minute. Player dot position. I can do this. Dot normalized minus collision. No, sorry. Object dot global position. This is only in that. Right. So I'm only ever going to need this, so what I'm thinking is that box dissect gets put into an object, meaning box in. This is now box in. So it gets passed in the box to dissect. And object is empty. Hooray. And I can once again use dot functions. Our closest face is right. Our closest face, our furthest face, our box edge. So var, nope, not var, closest face. Why are you angry? Ah, closest face, furthest face. There we go. I did it. Hooray. The closest face is at faces direction at 0 to start. And because we're going to be using dots again, player location. It's not actually the player location, it's the direction of the player now, but shush. It's not designed to be legible for other people. It's only designed to be legible for me. Equals the player position dot dot. Closest face. And now what we do is for face in faces dir var dot is player location dot dot in nope face if dot larger than the closest dot, then the closest face, nope, then the closest dot is equal to dot, and the closest face is equal to face. And this should find the closest face to the player. Emphasis on should. Once it's all out, we print. We print closest face is closest face. And what we do is they're going back. In order to print it out, I need to do this if else the absolute value of the closest closest face, the x is greater than 0.5. Then bar closest face position is in relation to the object dot global position. Because it is in relation to that, what I can do is the following. If it is, then the closest face position plus equals the closest face multiplied by half box dot size. Yep, a half box dot else if the absolute value of it in the Z Okay, so what I finally need is func test. The test does the following. It lean check. Box dissect, and I put in the box that's in is just the box. Then I run closest face. I love being itchy. Okay, and what I do here is I just take this. We put her in here. capital T, because this is an important test. Got it. So if I just run it, it should just do absolutely nothing. And no, oh, right. Should do absolutely nothing, or it will return something. Wait a minute. If I do closest face is 1 at that position at negative 0.05, negative 0, negative 8. So if I grab my handy dandy player, his transform is the closest face should be at around there. That is not. That doesn't look correct. I mean, that doesn't look correct at all. Ah. Also, print box. Oh, right. Static body 3D. It's hitting its. Oh, right. One moment. This. How did I exclude again? Query dot exclude right. Query dot exclude. Exclude yourself if that ever needs it, and player. Why are you angry? Oh, right. Equals. There we go. Now do you do anything? Hmm? Ah. There we go. Does go dot save like that? So if I do it again. No, it is the closest faces, meaning it's picking up movement. Oh, it's picking up. Is it directly in front? That's what's happening. The ray is directly in front of it. Right, because that's movement point 1. Yeah, that is movement point 1. Meaning I need the direction the camera is facing. this camera direction normalized divided by pi divided by 2. That's it, correct? No, it still is MP1. Now it's MP4, which is that one. That is correct. But why is it doing it directly in front? That's where my confusion arises. Because the player is moving, after all. So when you check it, is it because the player itself doesn't rotate? I don't know. I do think I'm going to keep this one short because I am rather tired. So I think I'm just going to pick this up again next time. I will see you guys in the next one, I suppose.